Hello friends, let's take advantage of this most gorgeous day to practice some Pilates. So let's go ahead and start by laying long on our mat, finding our 3 points of contact, which is the back of my head, the back of my ribs, and the back of my pelvis. Then I'm going to also press down through my left leg and hands as I extend my leg up to the ceiling. Let's go for some single leg circles. So this is a nice, excellent exercise to find my stability. And I'm going to reverse that circle. Now from here, we're going to float that leg down as the opposite leg comes up. Crossing over midline, I'm pressing into the things that touch the mat. So it gives the freedom of my hip to really circle. Reversing that. And then bend both knees, finding the soles of my feet flat onto the mat. So we worked so hard with stability in that single leg circle. Now let's get some mobility through the pelvis. Finding this nice rocking shape or rocking pattern of my pelvis. Then I'm going to allow one hip to hike up to one shoulder. And that feels really nice because we have all been sitting on our couch a little bit more than normal here. Now let's go back to that pelvic tilt as we press into our feet and lift up into our bridge. I really enjoy the sense of that openness through the front of my hip to get my back body nice and turned on, and then I'm going to articulate back down. Try that again. The pelvis tilts as you lift up into your shoulder bridge. Soften to lower down. Now try that again. Tilt to lift up and hold. Now let's really pretend that our pelvis is like a steering wheel, and I'm going to spin my steering wheel right and left. Now let's hold the spin to the right as we drop our hip a few times to the mat. Now go back to our left hand turn and drop the left hip to the mat. From here, we're going to square back off as we reach to lower ourselves right back down. Now we work the bottom of our spine. Let's go to the top of our spine by curling up into a chest lift and lengthen to lower down. Try that again. Curl up into my chest lift and lower down. Now we're going to curl up and hold. Again, spin the steering wheel right, spin the steering wheel left, center, and lower down. Again, curl up through those ribs. Twist right, twist left, center, and then lower down. From here, let's find our roll up. So as I articulate up into my tall seated position, I get to gaze at the gorgeous Vermilion River. That is my backyard. Again, curl up, finding some length through that spine. From the pelvis, peel back down. Now we're going to curl up and hold and bleed that into our spine stretch forward. Stack back up. So I like to imagine this nice tight seat belt around my waist pulling me back, but in opposition, my fingertips are reaching forward. And then a completely different sensation if I flex my feet. It lengthens the back of my legs to make the stretch a little bit more intense, if that's what I choose to do. From here, let's go into a little twist. So we're going to exhale, exhale, come to the top. Exhale, 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 exhale. Last one. Now we're just going to combine the two to make our saw shape. So it's a twist and a flex. Still keeping my seatbelt on. One more time each side. Twist and saw. Last one. Twist and saw. From here, we're going to turn around to all fours. And let's go for our little chest drops and lifts to get our scapula or our shoulder blades moving around our rib cage. Then we can take it into a shoulder circle. And then let's reverse that shoulder circle. I love hearing the birds here, going from flexion, full spinal flexion, which is cat, and then full spinal extension, which is cow. Yeah, so you don't normally get to hear these birds in studio, or like a bee like I just heard. Probably a mosquito more than a bee, I would imagine. But we're gonna take this opportunity and embrace the new things that are around us and enjoy them. All right, last cow, coming back to neutral. Find the left hand in the center of the mat as we spiral. Maybe we can clasp the back of our pelvis to get more of a twist, and then switching sides. So we twist. Maybe find a little bind here as we help it rotate our chest open. Back to the twist. Now we're going to add a little thread through here. Back to our twist. Last one. Reach. Back to our twist. Reach. And come back. Tuck our toes underneath us and let us come to our inverted V, or downward facing dog if you'd rather that. Back to our knee hover and drop. Repeat, lift. Floating up into our pike shape. Back to our knee hover and drop. Now come to our forearms and let's extend that hip as much as we can, and then find that shape each time we lift. Now we're going to add on, so find the lift as we stack our hips, back to the squared hip, and down one more time like that. Lift and stack and square. Let's switch those legs. We find that full hip extension, and we're going to find that shape 2 more times. Now we're going to hold it, stack, square, last one, lift, extend and open, square. Good. Now a little costume change. We're going to lay in our belly, and the first thing I want to do is reach through my hat to lift my chest into a chest lift in reverse, and then lower back down. Maybe it gets us a little higher this time and come back down. My goal when I extend is to keep a nice even curve of my spine. So when I get all the way up into this shape, I have this nice arc shape between my head and my knees, and it has an evenly distributed curve. One more time. Lengthen to extend. Then we'll hit back to our child's pose. Let's do that a few times. Our down stretch here, or our swan as we lower down. Extend, fold, extend, lower down. Last one. Extend, fold, extend, and lower right back down. From here, we're going to overlap our palms, and we're going to keep our right forearm connected to our head. As we lift, we twist, square, and lower down. These little back bend shapes are so important for our body, especially if we tend to sit on our couch more often than we normally do. Now 4 spins in a row. 4, 3, 2, other side. We lift, we twist, square, lower down, lift, twist, square, last one, lift. Now 4 twists in a row. 1 and 2 and 3. Last one on the 4, center, and lower down. Celia, come see. You want to come do mermaid with me? Hurry. We're going to take our legs and make them even and tee our arms out. From here, lengthen as we side bend over. Hurry, hurry, hurry. And then turn our chest down.
Where's my mat?
Go back here. You can use mine. And then come up. Look, do the other side with me. Sit down and put your legs over like this.
I know.
You know, okay. And then side bend to me. You know? What's this called?
Mommy.
Mermaid, yes. Turn your chest down. Lift it up. Now show everybody your dirty feet. Show them, show me your dirty feet.
I need to do this.
High five. Let me kiss.
Mommy,
Huh?
let's do Pilates class.
Yes, say coming soon, Celia's Pilates class.
Coming soon, Pilates class.